All the teachers I have had during my time at GDC have helped me understand the importance of resilience.
They were so patient and always encouraged me to keep going. My teachers are hard on me, but I know that they just want the best for me and want me to learn and grow.
My teachers have taught me that getting each step perfectly is not the ultimate goal, but rather that connecting with others to form incredible memories allows for natural motivation and social improvements throughout the many years of hard work dance calls for.
The teachers at GDC have constantly uplifted me through all of my years at this studio. I've only gotten as far as I have because of the teachers here, and I wouldn't have been able to make it this far without them.
For me, dance is therapy. It is an escape. For however many hours you're in the studio, you get to escape and forget all of your problems or whatever is going on in your life.
Dance provides a creative outlet for me. It's probably the most important aspect of it for me because when I grow up, I want to be a choreographer.
Dance is an expression. It is here as a tool for us to communicate to people, to share, and to also find your power, right? Like this is a space for that.
Dancing is not a lonely experience. It's not a solo experience. You are part of a team. You are part of a big group of other dancers where it becomes a family.
One, piqué, glissade, front glissade, back. Cheval, cheval, enveloppé. One, piqué, glissade, close back.
Hello, my name is Raul Peinado. I teach ballet, partnering, and boys ballet. This is my second year as a dance faculty with Georgia Dance Conservatory. Pretty much before the age of 13, I didn't know anything about dance. I played soccer, I did karate, martial arts. But my story goes that around that age, I have a friend from church, a girl we were very good friends. And she used to take dance at our center. And of course, they need boys. And to be honest, I love it. I fall in love with dance like right away. We got to perform. In my first experience with an audience, where audience were clapping at you, it was amazing. I think I decided at that moment, I want to keep doing this. I want to try to pursue to be a dancer. One of the things that we say in dance is that you don't look to be a dancer. Dance is gonna find you.
Sarah dance, head goes out. Tombe needs to fall. Tombe, pas de bourrée, glissade.
My name is Ellen Kenny Hall. I've been teaching at GDC for 19 years and I teach ballet and pointe. I got started in ballet when I was 10 years old. I was actually put into ballet because I had problems with my feet, and the doctor told my parents to put me in ballet or gymnastics for strengthening. And so because my best friend was in ballet, off I went to ballet.
So my name is Peter Paulus. I teach here at Georgia Dance Conservatory, primarily tap, although in the summer they give me opportunities to teach jazz, which was my first love as a teacher, teaching jazz dance. I grew up in central Pennsylvania. My mother had a dance school, which was, one good reason for me to get started. My father was an athlete. He was actually an All-American soccer player and a PE teacher, so I was always kind of interested in athletic things, but also in dance and theater and music. And perfect marriage of dance and physicality and theater and music and girls is the world of dance. So it was a pretty natural step for me.
5, 6, 7, 8, and step together, small together, turn up, round together, step right, turn.
My name is Bianca Griffin Richards. I've been teaching here at Georgia Dance Conservatory for 10 years, teaching ballet and jazz. I really, really enjoyed music, and I really, really liked old movies. And so back then, in movies, everyone sang, they dance, they act. And so I would act those out in my own house. And then I got my mom to take me to shows, and then seeing those shows, I was like, I have to be on there. I just don't want to go to the dress rehearsal. And so that's definitely how it started. My love for dance is through the music, and there's the whole production. It was really definitely the whole production of shows and that type of stage magic, movie magic that I wanted to be a part of.
There is a lot of love for dance at Georgia Dance Conservatory. Every time I walk into the studio, I see the dancers. They are dancing, they are ready to dance. And the reason I'm a ballet dancer is my passion for ballet. I want to dance because I love it. And I see that in my students. That's just like so important to me and so rewarding for me.
The most meaningful part of teaching at GDC is being connected to these young dancers because they're the future of everything, and they learn so many life lessons here.
I think the rewarding or most meaningful thing about teaching dance is to hopefully provide an avenue for these children and young adults to pursue something that is so unique and wonderful to those of us who get to live this life, to give them an opportunity, to give them hopefully a solid foundation to pursue this kind of a dream, whether it be a hobby or a career choice. If anybody ever does get through one of my classes and goes on to have some degree of success, it's just the most rewarding thing I can imagine. And I'm sure that's true of parents and all teachers. You just want success for your kids. And so that's a very rewarding and meaningful aspect of what we do as dance teachers.
Dance is, to me, the universal language, right? Like, we know when someone's sad, no matter what language you talk, it's in your body. And so it's so important and meaningful to me to reach kids at 3, right? And to show them that they have such power in their movements, but also show that there's a discipline, right? And so there's a lot of reward that comes with learning a craft, staying true to the craft. Even if you're not a dancer for your whole life, right, there's something that you can learn from that discipline. I just like and feel honored that I get to be a part of forming like the next generation of just really passionate and compassionate people.
Stand, 5, 6.
The most challenging thing for me as a dance teacher is to deal with the different levels of desire and commitment and enthusiasm that the children have. I feel like it's my responsibility as a teacher, a dance teacher particularly, to provide the foundation that will take them wherever they want to go. There may be a student in that class that wants to be a professional. There may be some that just are there for a hobby or because their parents wanted them to have some experience with that. But I feel like I've got to approach every student as though they want to have a career. So I have to give them a solid foundation.
Something I find challenging about being a dance teacher here at GDC is that every child is different, so you have to learn how to connect and communicate with every single child differently. Some children are very outgoing, some are very self-contained, but once you get that trust and make that connection, making it is everything.
It can get frustrating when I'm not able to help someone, when a dancer is stuck within a step and they try their hard and they get frustrated and nothing moves forward. That's maybe a challenge, but again, I love helping them achieve that step to be a better dancer. But there is that moment where we find the solution. We get there, we do the step, we do the choreography, and that is just priceless. That's the reward we get from being through all these challenges.
So the most challenging part about being a teacher is that you have so much influence, right? And you want to make sure that you are a great role model because our children are watching us when the music cuts off. When we're no longer dancing, they're watching us. How we give corrections through love and compassion. Definitely the most challenging part is to maintain a role model that is worthy and consistent. And so I think that is my greatest challenge, is to meet that expectation each time.
Brush the toe point. Brush the toe point. Good. Strong
There's a
arms.
couple of ways that I try to motivate dancers. And it really depends on the dancer, but a lot of times I try to use the why. So, why are you here? Why do you want to dance? Why do you enjoy this? And pull from there. And then another way is a little bit of humor. I think sometimes we can get really stressed about what all of those things are. And so I'm like, okay, but what do we love about this? And I try to do it in a goofy way, exaggerate it. So then it makes us feel more comfortable to make mistakes, and usually that's when a lot of things come great out of it, right? Like once we've loosened up and we can find the humor in it. So there's about those two things. I try to figure out what's the why are we here, and like a little bit of humor.
When I'm teaching tap, what I try to do to motivate the children and get them to progress as much as possible, I try to model how you should approach tap dancing. I try to let them know clearly what my expectations of them are. I hope that one of the main things they understand is how much fun it is, and that it's possible to work hard and have fun at the same time, which is kind of dance in a nutshell when you get right down to it. But I'm hoping that they will see the love of the art form from me, the respect I have for the art form, and I hope that it carries over into all of their dance classes. Their respect for the art form, for their teachers, for their fellow students, for the space, for their parents who get them here, all aspects of the art form. I think if you start with respect, you can't really go wrong.
The dancers can tell how much I care when I teach because I'm very passionate about what I do. When I go in, I get very excited, I correct all the time, I rarely sit down, and thank goodness I have a lot of energy. The traits that I see to make a dancer excel are discipline, focus, persistence, determination, talent. But you can have all the talent in the world, and if you don't have the passion for something, you're not going to go very far. So you have to have passion, and you can't teach passion.
So not always things are going to go smooth. Things are going to go up and down. The road ahead is going to always be difficult, not only in dance, in ballet, but in many things in life. The key is not to give up. Keep trying. The reward is waiting. There is always light at the end of the tunnel if you're going through all those difficult times. And then, of course, in dance, there are going to be times like that. Of course, in a class, in a performance, things are not going to go the way you want it to be. But you have to stay optimistic. You have to always remember what is in your heart. Why you are here, what is your passion. And if you remember that you love to dance, and then you'll be fine. You know, you will go through any obstacles, through any steps, any choreography, and you're gonna be totally fine.
So the words of wisdom I would give to dancers is to remember that everyone is born innately genius. You have something in you that no one else has. It's okay to have role models, and it's okay to have your favorite dancers or your favorite performers, but there's only one of you. Just like there's only that one performer that you really, really like. And if you really think about why you like them, it's something that's unique to them. And so I just really would give that inspiration, is that really find what's true to you, and remember that you have your own genius, and to lift that out.
My parents have supported me more than I could have ever asked. They've always been there to listen and to help me out on the side. They have also pushed me to constantly pursue my passions and pursue excellence in everything I do. My friends in dance classes have honestly been the reason that I've continued dance all these years. They push me to work to my full potential and support me in my lowest moments. I couldn't have done it without them.
My friends and family are the reason I have stayed motivated to continue dance over the years. They reminded me that when times get tough, despite my own struggles, I ultimately love and have a passion for dance. I am constantly reminded of this passion through watching my peers dance, and also through the outpour of support that I have been given by my family. They are my #1 supporters, and I would not be where I am today without them.
My friends and family have been my savior since day one. I remember countless nights of emotional car rides and piles upon piles of to-do list pages. But each night, those negative emotions never failed to dissipate just as quickly as they arrived, with their cheerful laughter or kind words of compassion.
My friends and family have always been very supportive and excited to see me dance. My mom especially has always been super attentive and very interested in seeing me learn and grow throughout the years. and especially at the recitals, she is very excited to see how far I've come.
All of my friends and family are so supportive of my time at GDC. They always make the time to come to all of my shows to cheer me on. My friends are always there to support me and boost my confidence. I am so thankful for all of them and would not have been able to go through this journey without them.